Greetings, Soul Tribe. This video is going to be titled, The 10 Major Measurement Forces, Hierarchy, Focus. The 10 Major Measurement Forces, Hierarchy. I just did a short on this video here, on this here, parable here. So now I'm going to do a full video focusing on the hierarchy's details. How they target the chakras, the chakra lineup I have for them to target, and how they are the sword of the soul versus the sword of the devil. You follow what I'm saying? The sword of the soul versus the sword of the devil. What's the sword of the devil? The hierarchy known as the 10 enemy regulation forces. The 10 enemy regulation forces hierarchy. That's the sword of the devil, and how the devil enters its energy into our reality, or enters its influence into our reality. The 10 enemy regulation forces is how the devil enters its influence into our reality. Swords are influences. Swords spiritually are influences. A sword spiritually is an influence. To me it is. Because of the parables that I'm going off of, to make all these words that I'm saying to you make more sense. Whenever I say sword, or whenever I use the word sword, I am talking about the soul's influence, or my influence, or the influence, or the natural influence, the one that derives from God, or the one that derives from the just love energy. Or you can go off of what the word love means at its core definitional meaning. It is literally our mental and emotional quality by default, fused in one, or all in one. Moving forward. So, the 10 major measurement forces, what are they? First, quantum. Second is commonness, or just the word common. Third, moral, or morals. By any moral means necessary must we get out of this hell. Third, description, or fourth. Third is morals. Fourth, description. Fifth is frequency. Sixth, astral. Seventh, ether. Eighth, dimensions. Ninth, achievements. Manifesting unto thy environment. And the 10th one, reality. The quality or state of having existence, substance. Moving forward now. So, the significance of this hierarchy. I'm going to be using the lineup of the 9 choirs of angels and not the lineup of the Chakra Tree Murdy parable. The Chakra Tree Murdy parable, I have the 16 evil supremacy dimensions, structuring how that one's going to be lined up to make more sense. And for this here parable, or for this here hierarchy to make more sense, I'm going to be using the 9 choirs of angels lineup to make it make more sense. You follow what I'm saying? It's a 10 chakra system, but it's going to be going off of a 9 chakra system hierarchy. And the 9 chakra system connects with the 9 choirs of angels, just as the Chakra Tree Murdy parable just connects with the way I have the 3 forms set up in the spirit. Where the Earth Star chakra is a constituent and or an aspect of our conscious mind. You follow what I'm saying? Meaning all of reality that we see is our brain space. All of this reality out here that we see is our brain space. There's just a lot of things in the space of our brain that don't need to be here. As far as us, as far as the soul, as far as what we are, using the power of these 10 measurement words, or these 10 measurement forces, I've estimated and or I've gathered that we are just here. The soul is just here. It's just here. Everything else appeared upon it and just made stuff up while it was upon it. It just came in and established what it wanted to, regardless of what our establishment already was, which is just love, balanced love, ethical love, ethnical and ethical love. And what is love? The meaning of love at its core base meaning, our natural, by default, mental and emotional quality. That's what love is. By default, our natural, mental and emotional quality. And what is our natural, mental and emotional quality's energy? Balanced goodness, balanced purity, balanced positivity, neutrons and protons. This enemy here that we are up against uses its sword, the 10 enemy regulation forces, to plunge itself, the 16 evil supremacy dimensions, into we, the 4 fundamental forces of the somatic prana standard, or the first 4 hierarchies of this here. I guess I'm going to call it the 9-step soul liberation hierarchy, or the 9-dimensional soul liberation parable. Yeah. The first 4 of the parable are us. You follow what I'm saying? And we make up the 4. The fundamental 4. But they come and with their 5th hierarchy being the sword, the devil's sword, to entrench what the 16 evil supremacy dimensions is to within and throughout us for no reason at all. Why am I smiling? It's not funny. Who knows? People are on fire for no reason. Moving forward. So, the enemy, by way of the 16 evil supremacy dimensions, or itself, enters to within and throughout us all, through what can be labeled and described, or what I call the 10 enemy regulation forces into we, who make up the 4 fundamental forces of the somatic prana standard, which are the 4 hierarchies of my, what I just called, I believe, the 9-dimensional soul liberation parable, or hierarchy. 9-dimensional soul liberation parable, because it's 9 specific hierarchies, so I shouldn't call it a hierarchy. I'm making it up as I go. Legitimately, I am. I need to add some more details to Project 15 too before I close the video out. But at any rate, the significance of these measurement words now, before I get too off track, making it up as I go. The significance of this here ideology, the 10 major measurement forces, or you can call it the major 10 measurement forces. You can call it the major 10 measurement forces too if you'd like to. The major 10 measurement forces hierarchy. Call it whatever you want. But that sounds cooler though. I'm going to say that for a minute. The major 10 measurement forces hierarchy is the sword of the soul, meaning the major 10 measurement forces hierarchy are going to help assist in getting the 16 soul supremacy dimensions back into the leadership role. The 16 soul supremacy dimensions. And what do the 16 soul supremacy dimensions incorporate or make up? Us, the melanated people. Also the first 4. Meaning the 5th and the 6th one are the enemy. The 5th and the 6th hierarchies are the enemy. The first 4 and the 7th one, every melanated man, woman, and child alive who I love extremely. Meaning like, I overlove the black people. I overlove you. The only thing about the so-called black people I can't stand is the fake one. Take those words however you want to take them. I'm going to continue loving you now, moving forward. So, the 10 major measurement forces. The major 10 measurement forces hierarchy. Focusing on them again, right? This is the sword of the soul. This hierarchy is the sword of the soul, meaning it's going to be a hierarchy in which can help label and describe a way, John 14:6, for the 16 soul supremacy dimensions to enter into our reality and remind us of who we are, the somatic standard, the somatic prana standard, meaning the 16 soul supremacy dimensions, us. Once we apply the 10 major measurement forces, the King of Kings sword, or the King of Kings ideology, or the King of Kings weaponry. Notice I'm saying measurement forces, measurement forces. So once we apply these measurement forces, and we are reminded of who we are, reawakening, we will then be able to accept who we are, the 16 soul supremacy dimensions. And once we accept who we are, that'll be the reincarnation, and then the resurrection, getting ready to apply it, or put it into the operation, effectuate That's literally what the word means. The word effectuate literally means to put into force and or operation. That's what it means. The word manifest means bring it to vision. Bring it to the abilities to be able to see. That's what the word manifest means. Man, if fest. If fest. Ain't no if. It's just going to be visual. But at any rate, the 10 major measurement forces are the reincarnation and the resurrection in one when it comes to this here 9-dimensional soul liberation parable, with each just 9 hierarchies in them. You follow me? That's what this is going to act as. And once you apply the details, or once you, yes, apply, first you have to gain awareness of them. Then you have to gain the acceptance and application of them. And then once the acceptance and application is here, which is the home liberation saga in itself, time for the establishment of what you are learning them for in the first place. The prana standard establishment. It's always going to circle. Always going to keep circling with me. Always going to. You follow me? So, check it out, right? The 7th hierarchy in this 9-dimensional soul liberation parable. The 7th dimension, or the 7th hierarchy of the list. This represents the reawakening portion of the hierarchy. The reawakening. Remember, we started out as those 4 in one. We started out as those 4 things in one, or as one thing. You follow me? Like the fundamental forces of nature, gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force. Those 4 in one thing. Yeah. Nuclear, 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 nuclear. Strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force. Now, we started out as those 4 things in one. You follow what I'm saying? So, we were at peace at first then, because we were complete. Yeah? But then the 5th hierarchy, the evil supremacy dimension, it shows up and decides, I'm jealous of your peace, so I want to take it away from you. And in comes the 6th hierarchy, the sword, the devil's sword, which is the 10 evil supremacy dimensions. Knocks us all out of whack globally. All around the world, the family body now split up and separated and divided. And stupid. So, I'm just gonna pop up out of nowhere, like the devil did, and put a different sword in you. But in reality, I'm just letting you know there's already one there. And then, this is called the 16 soul supremacy dimensions that I'm just going to bring you the awareness of. However, this here energy cannot move to, within, and throughout you all while these genetic modifications are in the way. You follow what I'm saying? So, now the reincarnation and the resurrection has to occur then. And that there is this hierarchy that I'm about to repeat to you. First, quantum. Second, commonness. Third, morals. 4th, description. 5th, frequency. 6th, astral. 7th, ether. 8th, dimensions. 9th, achievements. And the 10th one, reality itself. What's some details before I go on then? Before I label and describe what it's going to take us towards next, once we are finally able to see what to do next completely and entirely. It's going to take you into a whole lot of Soul King military talk. After this video right here, there's going to be a whole lot of Soul King military entrenchment talk. Because now that you see what to do, it's time to insert the Soul King's military into you. As within, so throughout. So, the significance of this hierarchical setup. Once again, I am using the 9 choirs of angels for the chakra system's lineup of significance. And the 9 choirs of angels give me the soul star chakra, crown chakra, and third eye chakra as the top 3 cents. For the 9 choirs of angels lineup, this is what it is. Remember, the chakra tree Murdy has the earth star chakra and the soul star chakra, crown chakra, and earth star chakra at the top. But for the 9 choirs of angels, I'm going to have the soul star chakra, crown chakra, and third eye chakra lined up as the top sense. You follow me? And then the second sense, you have the throat chakra, heart chakra, and solar plexus chakra, where my Oshun resides. Then you have the sacral chakra, root chakra, and earth star chakra as the bottom 3 for the 9 choirs of angels line up. But then I'm going for a 10 chakra system because it's time for you to evolve. And remember, I've always said, once you find your woman, you find your 10th dimension. Yeah, I've been saying that since day one. As soon as you find your wife, you step directly into the 10th dimension. Immediately, you gain the abilities to do so. As soon as you find the right woman. Well, I am here to tell every brethren on this planet, all of the brethren alive, you already have the right woman. You already have the right woman. The right woman is with you, as she has always been with you. Who is this right woman I speak of? Reality itself. Reality is your first wife. Reality is every man's first wife. Reality is what every man needs to pay a bit more attention to in regards to hearing what she's saying spiritually. First, know what she's saying spiritually. Know who she is spiritually, long story short. It's just more parables, bro. It's just more parables. Am I saying all of reality is a female? No. I'm saying all of reality is what it is. What wraps around the soul and won't give up its hold. That's what all of reality is. An essence or energy wrapping around the soul ain't giving up its hold. The soul is just here. Just here. The soul is just here. Reality just decided to wrap itself all around it and establish some things upon it. Make up a bunch of names and make up a bunch of words, sounds, and vibrations and frequencies and whatnot. All frequentiating or all trying to force resonate into our heart spaces where the sword goes. You see? Being able to measure these things properly, what the enemy is doing, gives us a chance to be able to stop them from doing it. If you choose to stop them. Now that you're coming close to really knowing what they're doing and how they're operating, are you going to do something to stop them? We'll find out. So, using, like I said, before I drift off too far on different side notes, that's what happens. I get to talking about a side note and I end up forgetting about what I started off talking about. There's just a lot to tell you. And no matter what I say, at any time I say it, it's all going to be a major, major benefit for you. So it's just like, go crazy. You follow what I'm saying? Even if I get to cussing and fussing, it's still going to benefit you to a degree. Because it's like, I'm only trying to pull you towards one direction, the souls. But at any rate, what is a soul? Just love energy. What's just love energy? What love literally is at its finite core. Positive, balanced energy. Positive, balanced energy. Protons and neutrons. Is love protons and neutrons? Sure. Moving forward. So, the 10 major measurement forces now. The significance of this hierarchy. This is what I want to tell you. Using the 9 chakra system to line it up. Adding the 10th one in there. Remember, the soul star chakra, crown, third eye, first 3. Then you got the throat, heart, and solar plexus, next 3. And you have the... What's the significance that I'm getting at here, though? Why do I keep saying the angels? Because the soul star represents the Seraphim. Crown represents the Cherubim. Third eye, thrones. Throat, dominions. Using my voice to conquer the foul principalities plaguing thy mind, heart spaces. And then you got the heart chakra, the Principalities, angels, is the heart chakra. And then you got the solar plexus, being the powers, mind. You are very nourishing, Oshun. That's not your real name. Moving forward. Sacral chakra. If it is, that's great. Sacral chakra. Being the virtues, angels. And then the root chakra being the archangels, angels. Earth star chakra being the angels. And then the 10th one that I'm just adding to the list, the Akasha chakra. That there is the ether itself, the ethereal spiritual power, spiritual power. Why do I keep saying that? Because that's literally what a chakra is, a spiritual power. What is a spiritual power? What's relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul, as opposed to physical or material things, as opposed to them. So what's relating to or affecting? What's relating to or what's affecting? The word affecting at its base means influence. So what's relating? How about what's naturally influencing the human spirit or soul? And the human spirit, what is it? The 5 senses at base, right? What are the 5 senses? Starting with your hearing, and then your physical body touch. After the physical body's touch, sight. After sight, taste. And finally, smell. You follow what I'm saying? The significance of the 10 measurement forces now. And how the 10 measurement forces can be what's influencing, BKA affecting, the human spirit or soul, to give it the abilities to see how the enemy moves. So I have quantum, the meaning of the word, targeting the soul star chakra, being the standard of its measurements, meaning the word quantum gives the standard measurements of the soul star chakra. Quantum, or the word quantum helps give you the standard measurements of the soul star chakra and the energies in which move to, within, and throughout it unto our physical environment to be what it is. Next, you have commonness, targeting the crown chakra. Why? Because the crown chakra is common energy for us. It is an energy, I consider it to be the Most High God's subconscious mind, and which keeps us all connected into the same field of energy. Do some research on the Sahasrara chakra, and then you'll see why I have the word commonness attached to this word for the measurement word hierarchy to work. Then thirdly, morals, targeting the third eye chakra. Morals will be representing the abilities of the third eye chakra. Each of these words that I'm using are also helping to label and describe the abilities of the chakras attributes. You follow what I'm saying? Almost like these here measurement words are a new set of senses for you to have. They're almost like a new set of senses for you to have. You have the quantum sense, you have the commonness sense, you have the moral sense. You follow what I'm saying? That's what they can be. Because a sense in reality is a measurement as well. It's also a style of measurement. It's a way to measure. The word measure has many, many definitions, but it's all about estimating something. You want to know how you can estimate something? You want to know what sensory factor you use to estimate things? Your sight. You follow what I'm saying? And these 10 words are 10 different styles of sight. Sensory factors for sights. That's how you can also see these. So you can also see this. You follow me? Then the 4th one, after morals, for morals being the 3rd one, targeting the 3rd eye, or being the capabilities of the 3rd eye's vision, examining the good and bad conduct of people. You have description, your abilities to label and describe the conduct of people that you're measuring and visualizing. You follow me? And then the 5th one, you have frequency, the vibration. Remember, frequency targets the heart chakra. I didn't say description. Description targets the throat chakra. Should be obvious there. The frequency targets the heart chakra. The frequency measurement capabilities come from the heart chakra, or derive from the heart chakra according to the way I have this hierarchy set up. They derive from the heart chakra. The abilities to measure frequencies derive from the heart chakra. And it's all hooked up. Don't forget, it's all hooked up into one magnificent you. So therefore, whatever you feel as a frequency in thine heart chakra, you can look at, measure, and label and describe with your mind's capabilities to do so. It's all about your mind's play, your mind play, your spiritual mind play. Remember, the soul is the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and unconscious mind all in one. Unconscious mind all in one. And the spirit is what dresses the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and unconscious mind. The spirit is the flesh of those three planes of existence in one. But remember, my chakra tree Murdy parable is what breaks them off into conscious mind, subconscious mind, and unconscious mind. That's what my chakra tree Murdy parable does. But when I'm using the original lineup, I have to go with the 9 choirs of angels, meaning the Seraphim, Cherubim, Throne, and so on and so forth, to the Archangels and angels, you see. So, moving along. Now you got, after frequency, astral and ether. Astral, solar plexus, ether, sacral. But why am I putting astral with the capabilities of the solar plexus chakra, where the nourishment of the most marvelous woman in the world derives from? Remember, the nourishment comes from outside and goes in. It don't derive from, well, it does. Moving forward, here. So, I have the astral in this position right here because we are using our physical minds to measure astral realm activity. You follow what I'm saying? But doesn't that idea conflict with your new learning of the 6th-dimensional thinking mind being the first step into the astral? Well, I enjoy, not necessarily fully enjoy being wrong, but I kind of do get a kick out of it sometimes. Because it's like, yeah, I got something else to learn now. Great. The 6th-dimensional thinking mind, from what I've studied, is the first step into the astral realm. And I was confident in that idea. But if I set it up this way, then that means the 5-dimensional thinking mind would be the first step into the astral realm. If I set it up that way. Because then it's like, well, you're using your physical mind to view and see the astral realm's capabilities. So wouldn't your 5-dimensional thinking mind be the step into the astral and not the 6? Because wouldn't you just be measuring frequencies from there on afterwards? Then again, you all ponder on the idea. But at any rate, what I was getting at is this. I switched astral being in the 6th dimension spot, or the heart chakra spot, for the solar plexus. Maybe I should switch solar plexus, frequency, and astral. Maybe I should. I'll ponder on it. It's still a brand spanking new parable. But for right now, for this current video, I'm going to keep astral lined up with the solar plexus and frequency lined up with the heart chakra. It makes more nostalgic sense in that regard. Yeah, nostalgic sense. Moving along. So, ether being the sacral chakra. That's important there. Reason why is because the ether realm, or the sacral chakra, is the first step into the 4-dimensional thinking mind, and the 4-dimensional thinking mind is the first step into the emotional mind, or the ethereal mind. You follow what I'm saying? Everything's ethereal, huh? Yeah, because ether is air. Literally. All the way to the upper regions of air and beyond. Into the astral. And then from the astral into the source. Last 2. Or 3. So, root chakra now. Dimensions. Physical dimensions. The word dimensions. Latin origin. Dimetri, meaning measure out. Once again, more sensual capabilities, and using them for the target the root chakra makes more sense because it's your physical body's ability to look at multiple dimensions in one space. You are more than sacred geometrical symbols. You are more than all of the things you see in this physical reality here. You are more than them. You are more than just the directions you feel like are the only ones. You are more than all of it. You are more. And then the 9th one, you got the Earth Star chakra. What's its measurement word? Capabilities, achievements. You want to know why? Because this is where all your good, beautiful, normal, and natural achievements go to. And then the 10th one that you can measure. You can measure all of your good, beautiful, normal, and natural achievements. You want to know why I call them good, beautiful, normal, and natural achievements? Because I desire to see you manifest unto thine environments the opposite of what is there now. What's on your environment as achievements right now currently? What's evil, ugly, abnormal, and artificial are commonly right now at the current moment in time? Is it not? That is what's on your environment currently. What's evil, ugly, and abnormal and artificial. Evil, ugly, abnormal, and artificial. That's how I say it. That's what's on your environment currently. I desire to pick you into manifesting the opposite onto your environment. What's good, beautiful, normal, and natural. Moving forward. So, the final word, reality. The quality or state of having existence, substance, or the world, or the state of things as they actually exist. That's a measurement too, isn't it? You can measure what reality looks like, wouldn't you agree? And that there, connecting to the Akasha chakra, the 10th one is the Akasha chakra, the sky blue one. Sky blue color. I'm showing you my true colors. I want you all to do better by any moral means necessary. At least that's what I will say on the surface level. But on the internal level, laws. You got them. Shut up. Moving forward. So, that there completes your 10 major measurement forces hierarchy focus, or the major 10 measurement forces hierarchy themselves. It completes it. Next video, now that you are able to completely see, maybe if you listen to this point and you were able to grasp knowledge from what I was saying, you should be able to see a lot more fruitfully and clear now. It is time to understand the Soul King military's purpose. It is time to understand the Soul King military's agenda. It is time to understand the Soul King military entrenchment. For the next week or so, those are going to be the videos I post and talk about until I am all the way completely done with talking about this here one specific topic, because this here one specific topic is going to lay complete and total absolute waste to the foul Babylonian city, plagiarizing thy mind heart spaces. This is all I need to say for now. This has been, once again, the major 10 measurement forces. The major 10 measurement forces, or the 10 major measurement forces. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I am only going to be saying things for these words to reach you, for the purpose of manipulating a situation moving in the wrong direction to a situation moving in the soul's direction. Therefore, peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.